What's going on, guys? Just wanted to share something with you guys and get your thoughts, and also maybe if anybody wants to help support what I'm doing, then down below I'll have my Cash App, my PayPal, Venmo, and actually somebody sent me some money on Zelle, which I didn't know about, so I will be adding that to be able to get that money. I'm not on here trying to get money for myself, because I am pretty much good. I haven't had a job since November. I do have an interview Monday, but we're not hurting, like struggling to where I got to have money. So I'm not on here trying to ask you guys for money for my own personal needs. So I know I've mentioned in a couple of my past videos that I had some things going on that I was planning on doing, and I've been praying about it and trying to figure out what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it. So this video is really just going to tell you guys my plans, what I plan on doing, and seeing if anybody has some suggestions on how I can get help doing it, besides just people donating or contributing to this. So I would say it's a ministry. I'll flip around and show you guys, some of you guys, and I'll probably edit this video and put in right here a video or two of me out, because I know Erin has some, because she rides by and she sees me and she takes the videos.
I sure do love you.
Love you. Me too. This cross that I carry on Sunday mornings, and I go out into Helen, which is a tourist town, and I stand by the road with this. I've been out there several times, and I just, throw up the I love you and do wave at everybody as they go by. Really do videos while I'm doing it, because that's not what it's about. I don't want to be out there boasting or whatever that I'm doing this thing. So, if people take videos, then that's fine and they share it. But my thing is really to share Jesus Christ with others and what he's done in my life and how he's changed my life. I literally rode through Helen this morning because I had to go help. I had to carry a TV to Erin's mom and install it because her TV went out, and I had to go over there. I went to Walmart last night and picked up a TV, carried it over there and installed it, and I've got to get her another one. And plus I've been cleaning out my enclosed trailer so I could go to storage and get her stuff out of there to carry to her house, so she can go through it, because we have her in her house in Helen, and we still have storage that we are paying on. But anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Chibs was down below me, but I carried her the TV over there, and I've been working on my enclosed trailer. So my plan is that, well, when I'm out there on the road, it helps me. And I was riding through Helen today, and I rode past the bar, and I was like, man, to think, like 2 years ago, well, it's been longer than 2 years ago. It's been a while. September 11th, when my brother got married, is when me and Erin quit drinking. But that's another thing. since committing my life to Jesus Christ, he has freed me from a lot of burdens and a lot of things that I did in my life that I wouldn't say was horrible. It's not bad to go out to the bar, and it's not bad to drink. I'm not condemning it or anything like that. But God changed my heart and made me to where I didn't want to drink and I didn't want to go to the bar. I can still go. Me and Aaron have been back to the bar before. It's probably been a couple years, but we went back. We had water. It was the cheapest time we had ever been in a bar. And I think it was less than $5. We both had like 2 waters and like a Coke, and then I left a tip. But God took all that from me, letting Jesus into my life and letting him be the Lord of my life. I've known him and I've accepted him years ago, but I didn't follow through with it. I didn't seek him daily. But now that I have, he changed my life, and he changed the things that I want and the things that I want to do, like living in a big fancy house. I don't want it. You know, me and Aaron's got this little cabin here, don't have no central heat and air. I mean, it's beautiful here. God's blessed us. Got the pond down there with the covered bridge across it, the creek down there, my little pole barn, chicken coops, chicken pen, my greenhouse. I mean, it's awesome here. Kitchen out back, got a little creekside cabin down there. Some of you have seen the videos. Got this little she shed that Aaron's little hatchery for chickens. But God changed my want to, and he changed my wants. I don't want all that fancy stuff no more, and I don't want a job that I make millions of dollars. I don't want YouTube to pay me millions of dollars. I don't want to be that person. I just want to help you guys. I want to help you guys build cars. I'm waiting on them to come pour the slab so I can get back to building cars and showing you guys what I know and sharing with you what I know. I love teaching people. I love helping people. So that's where this video's about. I've talked with people and they said, you need to build cars. And I'm like, I don't know if that's what I want to do. And everybody's like, you're so good at building cars. You need to do it. You need to do it. And I'm like, well, the Lord blessed me with a lot of things. Only building cars is the only thing that you guys see, except for like the Humvee videos recently. But God's blessed me with a lot of talents, like metal fabbing, because I built these doors. Yeah, sewing, cooking, farming, everything, like construction, everything. Like, there's really nothing that I can't do. And God says use the talents that he gave you. Don't bury them, don't hide them. He says use them to glorify him. And that's what I want to do. I want to use my talents to glorify him. One, on YouTube, I want to share the stuff that I do with you guys and help you guys to learn how to do things, and also to be able to share the ministry and share what Jesus done in my life. That's the main thing. That's the biggest thing, is to share what Jesus done in my life and how he changed me and how he set me free from so many things. And there's still things that I'm working on that I need to be set free from, and I can't do it on my own. And I pray every day that the Lord helps me get through the day for the things that I need set free from. And I know it'll come. Now, he's not going to take everything from you all at once. It comes over time. The Apostle Paul had a thorn in his side his whole ministry, his whole life. He always had a thing. Some say that it was an illness, and some say that it was a weakness of sin, some kind of sin, like pornography or something like that. I don't know. I don't guess they had pornography back then, but it was something that Paul struggled with, and he asked the Lord, to take it from his side, and the Lord never did, but he uses those times to make us stronger. And when the enemy knows what you're weakest at, then that's what they're going to attack. They're not going to attack anything other than what you're weak at, because that's your weakest point. But so getting back to what I want to do, and my plan is, I got the Humvee, I cleaned it up, painted it. I had the paint sitting. I bought it when I had a job. But I've got solar power, which there's actually solar on the roof right now. But my dad wants to help me build a rack for it and a ladder. But I want to put some panels and stuff up there. But I'm waiting on a power inverter to come in that I purchased with some money that somebody had sent me through YouTube, whatever, like Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, whatever. So I'm using the money that I get to set up what I'm doing in my plans. So I've got a power converter inverter coming. I have like 3 or 4, which I'll go back here and let you guys see. Have these that we had from doing jobs and charging batteries, and they're real small. They ain't really the greatest. So I tried each one of them. Like, this one's a 400, that's a 400, that one I don't even know, and I thought I had another one. But I have 3 marine batteries in here, and I've wired them up, and then on the end I've got my charge controller, and I'm going to end up moving that stuff out, and I'm going to put the power converter in there. This was actually Aaron's grandpa's box from the war, probably like World War I, World War II, something. So I'm going to get the power converter, and don't pay attention to that. When things are, the devil tries to stop you. This was coming back from Aaron's mom's. Not what I needed at this time, because I can't afford a tire. But luckily I had a spare that I had just built this mount for. So now I'm going to be riding around with a bare mount, which ain't going to look that great. But I guess it works. But I drove like 5 miles on that thing. It's a run flat military. So it has the inner rubber piece that allows you to ride. And I was riding along probably like 40 mile an hour with that tire like that. Changed it, haven't let the jack down yet, but decided I wanted to make this video. Don't pay attention to the seat. I'm actually going to strip that seat over there and use the pieces for patterns, and I'm going to make my own seat covers from that good seat over there, and make me a seat cover for this one, because I can sew. But charge controller right there, and I'm gonna put the inverter here. I've got right now just a temporary little thing on here, and it tells my battery level 81%. It'll probably get mounted, but then again, maybe not. The inverter has the power usage and everything on it. But back at what we was doing. I'm ADHD, if y'all don't know. So I've got a little mini fridge down there that I actually brought up here, and I plugged it in, and these inverters went in default mode because the fridge had such a high startup draw. I think if it was running, those would have worked, but that's a lot. So I bought a 2,000 or 3,000 watt inverter. I'm going to wire it in here, and I'm going to put that fridge in here because me and Aaron do a food drive ministry with the church, with our church, and we were asked to head that up. A lot of you guys know that we're preppers, so that kind of helped us because we could store food from that after we gave away to everybody that came, and then we gave the rest to the church, to other churches, and let them do what they want with it, because we usually have a good bit left, and we have nowhere to store it, so we let another church take it and do a food drive at their church. but we offer anybody that helps whatever they want so they can get food. So me and Aaron usually bring a couple boxes home every time we do it, and we put it in our storeroom, and we're storing it for ourselves and our family. And then also when I'm out in town and I see somebody that is in need of food or in need of help, then I tell them I can make them up a box and I bring it to them, or I invite them and give them some. I let them go through it and pick what they want. But recently I've been thinking about going out and taking my cross and standing in like Walmart parking lot or wherever. But I want to keep food in the Humvee. I want to keep food there to give to people that I come across that need it. And we have like fish and meats and stuff like that. And I want my little mini fridge in here, and I want to be able to keep it plugged into the shore power during the times that I'm not driving it. And then I want it to stay running off of the battery bank in here. So I really want to go out and I want to start, sharing with people about Jesus Christ and how he's changed my life. And I also want to be able to help people and give them food if they're in need. So another plan is, since I'm good at carpentry and everything else, it's just I don't have the money to go out and do this on my own. I don't have the money to go out and buy all this stuff right now. If I had my shop up and running and was building, then I could donate, I could dedicate money to that. Like me and Aaron, we tithe religiously, even though we are, I'm without a job basically, but we still tithe 10% of everything that we get, even the money that you guys give us. So this is kind of another way of tithing. So maybe the money that I make, I can use the tithing money off of that to fund this ministry. I wish I could do it full time. I wish I could just go out and do this every day and help people and talk with people. But I obviously got to make a living. I got to be able to survive. I got to pay my bills. And I can't do that by just driving around wasting gas and giving away food and stuff, because it is going to cost me some. So, if I got funded enough and enough people was, donating, and this like blows up and that's God's will, then, I might, take some of it, like reverse the roles. Whatever comes in, everything goes to God and God's people, and then 10% just goes to me and me being able to survive, and hopefully I could survive off of that. I'm not sure, but if I get my shop up and going and I can do this on the side and it don't really cost me that much besides 10% of my income, then it would be great. So I have that we got when we were running the shop, and it looks kind of rough. I knocked a hole in it with the corner of this. I had it open and I was backing, and for some reason I forgot, and I turned and it went into it. So it's kind of rough, and I would like to buy the kit that I bought for this, for the Humvee. It was like $380 something for the Rhino Line green paint kit, and I would like to fix this thing and spray it with the Rhino liner, the green, and then repaint all the black, and then do all this stuff black trim and make it match the Humvee. But I have some tools and stuff in here that was actually just given to me, and I haven't moved it into the shop yet. And then I went to my storage and pulled out all these other tools from my storage, and I have still tons and tons of tools. So my plan is to set this trailer up to where I can use it to go out and help people. So I have a job box that is brand new that I paid like $400 for, a blue one down there at the, you can see the cobalt on it, like right in there. brand new job box that I bought. I'm going to mount it in here, or just set it in here and strap it down somehow. And then I have this box that roll around. I'm going to empty it, clean it out, and then bags, because I want to make everything removable in case I need the trailer for something else. And then maybe I've got a generator I want to put in here. I got small air compressors. I want to put an air compressor in here, the generator. I want to put some lights in it. I pretty much got most all that stuff. I've got saws. I want to put some saw blades, some saws, different tools, carpentry tools, nails and stuff. And I want to set it up to be able to go out, and if people have porches that are not, that are bad, I want to go out and fix their porches for them, and, you know, work on stuff around their houses. Maybe leave enough room to put the lawnmower in here if somebody needs their grass cut. Go out and just, you know, in Jesus' name, and talk to them and tell them about Jesus. And if they already know him, then, you know, it's just a blessing. I see these videos where people go out and they help people, and you hear the people like, man, I've been praying that God helps me and all this, and this is an answered prayer. You know, so that brings joy to me, and I want to dedicate my time to going around and helping people, and sharing the gospel, and also being a blessing to others. And that's where I'm getting at with you guys. If you want to help with that, I plan on taking anything that I get from YouTube from now on and dedicating it to this, because I really didn't use anything that everybody's given me before from YouTube, besides stuff that I wanted. But like I say, God changed my want, and I don't want nothing. I want to go out and help people. I want to go out and share the gospel, and I want to help people. It brings me joy doing it, and it's great for my heart. When I was standing out with that cross, I think my best day, like that I had, like the most spiritual day, was a day that it was pouring down raining, and I was out there, and it was like, it was crazy. I didn't want to go.
First things first, Jesus loves you.
But it was like the most blessed day for me, being out there in the rain and like just breaking down, and I would see people passing by and their kids in the back seat just jumping up and down, and the mom and the dad like just looking at you like you're crazy, and thinking to yourself like, man, like, are these people riding around and not even sharing it with their kids, and sharing the Lord with their kids, and you know, just so many lost people that you can see, and then you're out there throwing up "I love you," and I know it looks like the devil horns that I used to throw up in every picture, for, I don't know why. I would never worship the devil, but I just thought it was cool to throw up the devil horns. I was a heavy metal dude. But throwing up "I love you," and then you see them throwing up the devil horns, and then you see them riding by, thumbs down, and then every now and then you get the bird. But if you ain't got nothing good to say, then don't say nothing. Like, I don't know what it is. But I want to do that. I want to go out and help people, and I want to set this up. I've actually got some scriptures and stuff that I'm going to go try and talk with like a vinyl place that makes stickers, and I can't afford it. I can't afford to go out and get this thing wrapped, and I can't afford to get it stickered, but I want it stickered because I want to pull up with the Humvee and the trailer behind it in the Walmart parking lot, and I want to stand out there with my sign, and I want people to be able to see, because I'm not going to be able to talk to them. They're going to have their windows up and they're going to roll through, but I want on the side of this, you know, to say, you know, something like, you know, if you need food, if you're hungry, stop, you know, because I'm going to give you some physical bread, and I'm going to give you the bread of life. Yeah, so I want this to say what I'm doing, but I also want to be out there and be a light to others. And I'm praying on it, and I pray that God blesses it, and I pray that God opens up you guys' heart and see it. And I'm not going to go out there and film like every time I'm out there doing it. You know, I don't feel right doing that, because I don't want to be boasting that I'm giving. It's not me giving, it's you guys giving, and I'm just doing the work. I'm going out and sharing it. So like, if you're scared to talk with people, but you feel led to give and you feel led to help out in the community and help out in the world, then you can do that by helping me. I'll go out and be the hands and feet and do the work, just like we're supposed to do for the Lord. You can help me by donating to me, and I can go out and share it. I can buy lumber to fix porches. I can buy whatever. I want to put the money, if it's a lot and it starts just rolling, I want to put the money into a separate bank account or whatever, and I want all that money to go towards helping others and being a light. I want to go out to like homeless camps and maybe put a grill in this thing and go out and, you know, cook. Maybe just pull up in Walmart and just start cooking hot dogs, and, you know, you can't sell them, but I can give them away. And I'll also, you know, put a box out if there's people that's riding by that want to help and give, then they can stop by and they can give. Or if I can put my Cash App stuff on the side of the trailer, they can go on there and they can give that way. But I want all the money to go to helping people that are in need in our town. Yes, I'm in need myself right now, but I'm not that desperate. I'm not trying to make this video to go out there and get you guys to send me money, because I am blessed beyond measure and I don't need it and I don't want it. I'm happy here in my little non-air conditioned house. So I want to make other people's lives blessed, and that's basically all I got to say. I love you guys, and hopefully this takes off like I want it to, like I think it will. And I know that if it's God's will, that He'll bless it and then His hand will be upon it. So with that being said, I'll wrap this video up. I gotta let the Humvee down and see if I can find the guy that I bought these tires from, and see if I can find another one, and I might be able to afford to buy another one day, when I get a job Monday, hopefully. So you guys, if you're the praying type, pray for the job Monday. Pray that they come and pour my concrete soon, so I can get back to building cars, and I can stop boring you guys with these videos of me just ranting and the things that's going on in my head. I know you guys are tired of seeing the Humvee on there and tired of seeing the farm. You guys want to see the Camaro stuff. I want to do some really good videos of that. I want to do it like Craig's videos. I want it to be exactly what I'm doing. If I'm going to do a roof skin, I want the whole video to be about roof skin, tricks, tips, and everything that I do and how I install roofs, quarters, firewalls. I want to make the channel a whole lot better, but I also want everybody to know about Jesus Christ. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. I got to actually finish up this, and me and Aaron's got to go to Tractor Supply to get some chicken feed. They're actually down there eating this grass that I throwed out this morning. I didn't think about it, but I tilled up around there that I ain't got no grass, and I throwed seed out, and they're down there in the bare spots picking my seed away. But whatever, it's just money. I got tons of it to just throw away like that. I'm just playing. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.